He served his country well. A proud American. And I know Carville would have been proud to see you succeed him as Commander General of the Allied Forces. General, we need you to take us the rest of the way. Next stop, the Kremlin. Special Agent Tanya has the job of moving inside the Kremlin and finding Romanov, who will pay for all the millions of innocent lives he took. Remember, we're still outnumbered 3-1, so we'll be marching everyone we can through the Chronosphere and the Keys. Once they appear in Russia, they're all yours, Commander. Take the Kremlin, Commander. Let's end this war.
Hello everyone and welcome to
New objective received.
Let's Play Red Alert 2 Allied Campaign. It's the final level, I should say. We have to destroy this Tesla reactor.
Primary objective.
That will turn off all the Tesla reactors.
Incoming transmission. Commander, reports from our Chrono troops in the field indicate you are all clear. They're ready to receive your MCV. Teleporting troops arriving in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ready to roll.
1.
Bound forward. Push it, Daddy.
Let's get started, shall we? Let's free these prisoners and deploy this MCV. We'll build a power plant.
New objective received.
So our orders, so to speak, are to capture the Kremlin. The Kremlin, however, is down here, surrounded by the elite Black Guard. We have to defeat the Black Guard if we're to take the city. Note that we cannot destroy the Kremlin. If we do so, we actually failed the mission because they'll appoint a new premier somewhere else who's a bit more safely positioned. So, yeah, we actually have to force him to surrender rather than actually just defeating him outright. We have a large number of tech structures, however, that we can use to support our defense of this position. There's a large number of oil derricks, there's a large number of these bunkers. These bunkers are very invaluable, we'll be using those. There's also landmarks and tech structures throughout the city. There's also this nuclear missile and iron curtain that we'll have to put a stop to as soon as possible. Getting some experience on our IFVs is certainly a good look though, because we'd like to have these IFVs ready to assist in air defense, because Kurov airships will appear in this level. So we'll actually have these as Squad 2. Excellent. The immediate vicinity has now been cleared. So we'll get a barracks and then we'll get a second ore refinery over here. If possible, we'd like to prevent nukes from occurring before the first nuke will land, just because it does destroy half the base, basically, so let's put a stop to that nonsense. We'll get 4 engineers and a wealth of GIs.
Unit ready.
So we can get some additional Grizzly tanks to help us out. These will be Squad 3. Actually, it'll be Squad 1. And these SEALs, will position them on the flanks. The SEALs have use, but we'll not be worried about that for a little while. For now, we're just going to capture these tech structures, build up our base. Let's get the ore refinery. Try to be as quick as we can about the various things we need to do. For instance, if we get over here with our Grizzly tanks, we'll clear off, actually, that's a good idea. We'll actually clear this terrain so we can actually build things here. Mind you, these cars got crushed. Never mind. Over here is a tech airport. If we destroy the sentry gun, like so, we'll be able to capture that airport and get paratroopers. Let's go set about doing that, eh? We have aggroed a handful of vehicles though, so let's prepare for that eventuality. We'll then garrison all these various structures.
Unit ready.
Okay, the second ore refinery is completed. Excellent. Like so, we'll be good. Get an extra power plant, then we'll keep working our way up the tech tree.
Unit ready.
We need to make sure these bunkers are garrisoned. We'll get some extra engineers as well, once the GIs are in good supply. It's actually an excellent level for GIs, despite it being the last level of the game. We'll have some engineers standing by the bunkers to repair them when they come under fire. Okay, let's just deploy some more power plants. We need to keep making sure we work towards the objective. Well, this guy apparently was spare. Let's get him over here instead. You can see how powerful 2 bunkers are.
I've got the knowledge.
It's very nice of them to provide them.
Arriving in 5,
How about some action?
2, 1.
This will be a nice shipment of extra IFVs and a handful of prison tanks.
Ready to roll.
Very useful.
Unit ready.
Destination commander. Reporting.
And there's the first presence of Kurov airships in the Allied campaign. We'll have to make sure to be wary of those.
I'm your man.
Unit
I've got the
ready.
knowledge, sir.
Let's now work up to an Air Force command. We've got plenty of power. We'll need some Patriot missile systems to shoot down these Kurov airships. We'll do some scouting soon with Squad 1.
I'm your man. Unit
There's some
reporting.
additional
Bound forward.
oil derricks in the city. We need more engineers.
Squared away, sir. On my way.
Construction complete.
Destination commander.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
On our way, sir.
I hear the words unit lost and I'm like, I wonder who that was, but I think that's probably just one of the vehicles there.
Building.
Let's have the IFVs start shooting down these.
Unit ready.
Securing position.
It's impossible to actually shut down the Soviet economy on this level, so we won't try to delude ourselves that that's possible. Air Force command time, now we've got the Allied War Factory.
Building. Construction complete.
Ready to roll.
Okay, let's now shoot down this Kurov airship. We'll get an engineer now into this oil derrick. Excellent.
Reinforcements ready.
We'll get these troops into this building over
On
here.
my way. Engineering. Ready.
This should be able to defend the Tech Airport. We're doing well on Patriot missile systems at least. We'll get some prison towers now.
Select
Reinforcements will
target.
help. We'll deploy them over
Unit
here for some
promoted.
extra free troops. We can now build Navy SEALs, Rocketeers, all that good stuff.
Construction
You can't
complete.
actually build Navy SEALs in the
Building.
multiplayer version of the
Building
game.
captured.
They're specifically for the
Yes, sir. Outstanding.
campaign only. Until the expansion happens, then they can happen.
Structure garrison.
This should give us a nice amount of GIs.
Construction complete.
Just one short. Oh, three too many actually. That's okay. We'll garrison them into this structure instead.
Structure
Prison towers are
garrison.
now ready. We'll deploy a number of prison towers throughout the base defense area.
Ready to roll.
The IFVs are doing fine for now. Okay, we may have to tank one nuke, that's my concern. We're running out of time.
Construction
We'll
complete.
put this battle lab here, it'll sort of space out the base structures a bit. Get an ore purifier. And we'll also start building 2 Chrono Legionnaires. 4 Chrono Legionnaires. Legionnaires are teleporting infantry that use Chrono technology to erase enemies from time. We need this technology.
Kirov reporting.
We're going to make sure that the prison towers will support each other. I think here will be a good spot for that. Let's get a spy satellite uplink. We'll need that. More Kurovs are on their way.
Unit ready. Commander, this is a Chrono Legionnaire. Using Professor Einstein's Chrono technology, they teleport next to any enemy and utterly erase them from time.
Very useful. In fact, I'm going to get an extra power plant and a few more Chrono miners. Get that all underway. Because whatever nuke does land is going to suck, so
Construction
Got the
complete.
knowledge.
I'm just going to put this here.
Reinforcements ready.
And then I'll put this here.
Unit ready. Low power.
There we are.
Select target.
More reinforcements.
Unit lost.
And as we can see, there's some more. Let's get those guys out of the way. Those
Warning. Iron curtain. activated.
Iron Curtain nonsense happening.
Unit ready.
The oil derricks not long for this world. We can capture these 2 oil derricks.
Sir.
We have 2 Chrono Legionnaires. We'll teleport them both here. Now, the amount of distance they travel increases how long they remain in phase, and they are vulnerable
Our
on this
base is
day.
under attack.
It's going to be bad for that prison tower, but now
Our base is under attack.
we can destroy the remaining enemies
Unit ready.
with these bunkers. Let's get another prison tower and another power plant while we're at it.
Outstanding.
We need to shoot down these Kurov airships now.
Structure abandoned.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Let's destroy that.
Construction complete.
So now that those are the guys have arrived, we can actually erase these 2 nuke reactors from time. It's not going to be fast enough, unfortunately, to get rid of this particular
Squared away,
Construction
sir.
complete.
particular thing, but hey,
Garrison.
we'll capture these 2.
Need a repair. Analyzing schematics.
And so that should just about do it. We'll put that there.
Building.
We are going to have to tank a nuke.
Warning. Nuclear missile launch. Tech building captured.
Let's evacuate the area.
Cover ready. Need a repair?
It's nuking directly on the war factory in the middle.
Unit lost.
So that means we will need to replace the war factory, our Air Force Command headquarters.
Unit lost.
Oh, there was a tank up there. And we need to replace the ore refinery. So we'll start with the ore refinery.
Building.
So these 2 have now destroyed the,
Reinforcements ready.
these 2 have destroyed
Yes, Commander.
the nuke reactors up there.
Select target.
We need to target these 2 nuke reactors now, and that will unpower both of these super weapons. Let's deploy some additional troops now, however.
Engineering.
Repair up the remaining structures. The nuke did suck, but hopefully it'll be the last one.
Unit reporting.
Let's bring these units back into circulation. The bunkers just do such a great job, frankly.
Building.
We
On
can-
hold. Building.
Ready.
I mean, you could just see how much they're just devastating those apocalypse tanks. So now we're going to move these down here. As you can see, the teleport time, it's okay. But if we move a short distance like here, they unphase almost immediately. So we're actually going to have 2 teleport here.
Commander.
One of them will drag the ire of this apocalypse tank, but that's fine, because he'll then be able to stun that tank,
Constructing.
and then we'll get rid of the
Without a trace.
nuclear reactor as well. This one, I don't think anyone will actually care.
Deconstructing.
No, one of the apocalypse tanks will notice. Was I too ambitious? Nope. Got away at it. They can be killed if they have yet to actually arrive. So the nuclear reactor has now been unpowered because we've removed these nuclear reactors from existence. And it's an excellent thing to do, frankly. We'll also build a spy shortly, because that'll be a bit of fun.
Building.
Get another prison tower or 2.
Construction
It's time to shoot down these Kurov airships, actually.
Repairing.
Unit reporting.
Building. Unit ready.
Let's get out of the way of the wreckage of the Kurov airship.
Driver up. Ready to roll. Fire zone.
Reinforcements ready. Our base is under attack. Unit promoted.
That's going to suck for that bunker.
Need a
Let's repair it now.
Blueprints.
Oh,
Vehicle ready.
what's going on over here?
Unit reporting. Ready.
Some sneaky V3 rockets.
Order double time. Agent ready.
My poor spy.
Building.
At least the prison tower is still completed. Alright,
Our base is under attack. Construction
we can get some
complete.
extra troops.
Select target.
Let's have this guy disguise himself as a dog. Can we find ourselves into there, for example? I think we can.
Operation underway.
Should be good fun. We can now unpower these Black Guard nuke reactors, which will turn off that Tesla coil and those 2 flat cannons. If we garrison or destroy the Kremlin, it's actually game over. Here's St. Basil's Cathedral, by the way. We can choose to destroy it or to garrison it. We'll see how we go. We probably don't need it, so we could destroy it to see if the cutscene plays. I think there's a cutscene for it, but I might be wrong there. Let's make sure out the blast radius, shall we?
Unit promoted.
Got him.
Unit reporting. Forward.
Sneaky Kurovs.
Yes, sir.
So now that the Soviet arsenal is unpowered and
Destination command.
everything's
Ready to
basically in order.
Unit promoted.
Okay, that detected me,
Unit
that dog
promoted.
there. We'll try again though. We won't give up
Construction.
right away. Let's get a fresh spy. We can also now consider building a weather control device fire back of our own super weapons. Because frankly, the Chrono Legionnaires are going to be able to just happily deconstruct everything here in this Soviet base.
I'm gone. Deconstructing. I'm gone. I'm gone. Deconstructing.
Unit ready.
Big spot. Yes, moving. I'm gone. Big spot. Never existed.
This man will have never actually been born.
Unit promoted.
Removed from time.
Big spot. Big spot.
Chrono Legionnaires are an interesting unit.
Reporting.
Very binary in what they are and what they do, but hey. Alright, let's go, dog.
Underway.
Let's go this way. Actually, that's going to be creative. Let's go this way.
Underway. On my way.
Construction complete. Unit promoted.
Give me a plan.
Unit promoted.
Indeed.
I can't remember if terror drones detect or not. I have a feeling that they do, but I could be wrong there.
On hold.
I'm gone.
So we've got two veterans, an elite over here.
Over there.
Like this terror drone's quite dangerous.
Ore miner under attack.
History. Yes.
So we're doing well, for sure.
Yes, Commander. Already there. I'm gone. Without a trace.
Pull back. And as you can see, if we pull back, the connection is severed and they just immediately unface.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Some more
Construction
paratroopers.
complete. Select
Weather
target.
control device. Don't mind if I do.
Incoming
reporting. On the way,
transmission.
sir.
Well, Commander, I have learned it is never a good idea to play around with the forces of nature. But with this evil Romanov running loose again, we have no choice. This weather control device provides very advanced manipulation of the weather patterns. These are God's toys, Commander. Use them wisely.
Ore miner under attack.
Einstein has a
New
point.
construction options.
Big spot. Never existed.
Construction complete.
Unless they'll get a service depot to make sure we don't have any terror drones shutting us down. How did a spy go? I have no idea where he is. There he is. Do terror drones detect? No, they don't. I think he must have walked past another dog and that's what
Our
caused
base
it.
is under attack.
Or another unit spotted him. Well, it'd be cool to get access to another unit.
Repair.
Closing
Let's make sure we don't lose it to shenanigans, shall we? Like flanking
Ore
V3s.
miner under attack. Unit promoted. Unit promoted.
Without a trace. Without a trace. I'm gone. Without a trace. Big spot.
Elite Chrono Legionnaires take less time to come out of
Ore
phase.
miner under
Without a
attack.
trace. Removing.
Building infiltrated. New technology acquired. New construction options.
As you can see,
I don't have time for this. Yes, Commander. I'm gone. Big spot. Never existed.
Reinforcements.
they can all help each other. But we have new technology, which means we can now build Psi Commandos, mind-controlling enemies.
On hold.
So we're actually now going to change tack a bit.
Unit promoted.
We're going to build
Ore miner
ourselves...
under attack.
I'm actually leaning a little bit overzealous, frankly, but this should service our purposes fine. I think. Actually, we can just straight paradrop them in. We can use the Nighthawk
Building.
transport.
Ore miner under
What are you
attack.
doing, boys?
Unit lost.
How about you harvest from here instead? So we can build a handful
New
of
rally
the
point established.
Psi Commandos.
Training.
5 is more than enough, frankly, but
I'm gone.
because it's the most fun way to deal with these.
Unit ready. Ore miner under attack.
Visibility underway.
Ore miner under attack.
Build ourselves an air transport. We could sneak it along this right-hand side. There's no anti-air defences, and then down through here. I'll deploy it
Unit
here.
lost.
We're losing a few ore miners, but we've got 40,000 credits. It really doesn't matter at this point.
Looking at the eye.
Psi Commandos look like Yuris, just with a bit of camo going on.
Ready.
They're the same as Yuris, and they can't deploy. In exchange, however, they have C4. Makes them quite devastating.
Select target.
More free units, why not?
Can do. Can do.
think we're almost done here, frankly.
Unit ready.
You can also load in Chrono Legionnaires into IFVs to make Chrono tanks. Effectively. Chained up prison towers are amazing, aren't they?
Your mind is clear. How about some action?
Unit ready.
I think we're ready to roll.
What's your request?
We don't need this last one.
What's your request?
Cancel.
Need a lift? Gotcha.
That should be good.
Vehicle ready.
Just have to make sure these Kurovs don't get any ideas. We could destroy St. Basil's Cathedral. I believe that
Low drag.
if we one-shot it with prison tags, it actually starts a video.
Outstanding.
I think.
Building.
Let's test this theory.
Securing
We
position.
can also just lightning storm the general area to weaken it. We have a lightning storm ready. What else are we going to use it on? Although, it's a little bit iconoclastic, isn't it? You know, to use a lightning storm to destroy a cathedral.
Lightning storm
What's
ready.
your request?
Well, let's unleash the lightning.
Select target. Warning. Lightning storm created. Unit ready. Reinforcements ready.
Powerful.
Yes, sir. Made a report. Outstanding.
Let's go and destroy the St. Basil's Cathedral.
Air transport ready. Maneuvers in progress.
Unit ready.
Why not?
Select target. Unit lost.
Didn't get a cutscene, but did get a custom destruction animation. And that's half the battle, right?
Psychic ready. Psychic ready. Predictable.
I do appreciate the irony of using psychic commandos to
Unit ready.
take care of Romanov.
Waiting order. We will manage that.
Let's see if we can use the remaining two.
There's no resistance. Vehicle reporting. Attacking. Psychic ready.
Pull back these psychic commandos.
Psychic ready. Vehicle reporting.
And then we take care of these two. And that'll be GG. Using mind control and chrono technology
We
to,
will never surrender. Death to the Allies.
Primary objective achieved.
to win.
Our base is under attack. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Where's Romanov?
After months of brutal fighting, Allied forces have captured Soviet Premier Romanov and his Kremlin command post late this afternoon in a dizzying show of high technology and good old military discipline. Much of the credit for the amazing success of the Allied campaign goes to a little-known commander from...
Your legendary command skills will go down in history. You are one of the greatest generals of all time. And that will conclude the Red Alert to Allied campaign. Notice the part time is like half of that, of the Soviet last mission. It's like, wow, it turns out conquering the world is a lot harder than just chronosphering to Moscow, eh? Nonetheless though, let's enjoy the ending cinematic.
when you're done patting yourself on the back, I have a little proposition for you. The president has invited you, us, to his victory gala at the White House tonight. I thought maybe you'd want to ride. Just listen for the sound of the helos. Oh, and for heaven's sake, hit the showers, soldier.
Looks like Tanya's taken interest to us. Maybe she just likes people who are good at strategy games. Who knows? Nonetheless though, that was the Allied campaign. I definitely prefer the Soviet campaign in terms of story and difficulty, but the Allied campaign had its moments. To be honest, the mission that probably had the most difficulty for me was like the predecessor to the last mission. So ultimately the penultimate missions are the hard ones, I guess. Nonetheless though, like I basically did this one first try, so it was like, well then, okay then. Wasn't a problem, but nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed watching through both the Allied and Soviet campaigns of Red Alert 2. Certainly a big part of my childhood, and I had a lot of fun replaying them. We will be, of course, continuing with Red Alert 2 with the expansion Yuri's Revenge. Yuri's Revenge continues from this point of the story. After we've completely defeated the Soviet threat, Yuri then plays his hand. So look forward to that. Unfortunately, Yuri's little stinger in the Soviet campaign ending doesn't come about, but nonetheless, a fun situation. It's been a great game, Red Alert 2. I've enjoyed every moment of it. Yeah, no complaints here. I will allow the rest of the credits to complete at their natural course. Thank you all for watching, and when we come back in the future, more Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, starting off with the Allied campaign, and then we'll do the Soviet campaign to finish. A nice Soviet-Allied sandwich, I guess.